Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me today. Now today is Diwali, as you know. Now I have got my grungy old top on, right, to protect my clothes because I am going to glam up, and also I'm very cold. So excuse the grungy top, but I will glam up for the final photograph, and I'll be doing my hair. But today is Diwali, so happy Diwali to those of you who celebrate Diwali. And I'm going to be doing a makeup look using the Mac Diwali edit, and all the details will be below. I've put my foundation on, I've done my brows and my kind of contour and stuff. I'll put all the details below, but I'm going to get going using these makeup items, and I'm actually going to copy Anchal. I think it's Anchal. I'm going to copy Anchal's look exactly as she did it on her Instagram, because it's a lovely red and gold look. So let's get going, shall we? Before I get going, I forgot to show you the swatches of the palette, but here is the palette we're talking about. Now this palette is available all the time, but it's just part of the Diwali edit with some other items which I'm going to show you. But you can actually buy this at any time on its own, and it's called Mac Art Library Flame-buoyant, and here are the swatches. Okay, so let's see if I can remember what Anchal did. But I think she used this one and this one as a transition shade. In fact, yeah, so I'm going to take a little bit of both of these, tap off my brush, and let's get going, shall we? Now, the next thing she used was this one, and she did a halo on the eye. So I'm going to go in with that next. Now, I'm going to build it up to be a little bit more stronger than that, because it's Diwali, and why not? That's better. And then what she did is she went in with this shade here. No, was it that? Yes, that's that shade here. And she put that in the corner. So I'm going to do that next. And then she ran this shade here under the eyes. Now, I don't normally put the liner all the way across, but I'm just going to today because I do think a lot of the kind of Asian looks do have quite dark liner underneath. Now, I'm going to veer off slightly because Anchal is a lot younger than me, and therefore I think she's got tighter lids and she doesn't have hooded lids. For all those reasons, I am going to use this first as a base on my mobile lid, as I did in my live yesterday, okay, before I apply the shimmer shade which she applied last on her mobile lid. Today I'm applying it with a flat brush, just so that I can get, yesterday I was applying this with my fingers, but you can get a bit more precise application doing it this way. And just stopping near the ends so that I don't lose that dark shadow in the corner. Now, the next thing she applied on her lids was this one here, which is called Amber Lights. It's a beautiful shade. Now, she didn't say, obviously, it was a non-talking video, unlike mine. But I'm pretty certain she wet the brush before she put this on. So I'm going to do that. Now, I'm going to use the same brush as I used before. This is actually a Charlotte Tilbury lip brush, but I've seen Sophia using it on the eyes because it's a very good flat brush. And I barely use lip brushes, so this one gets mainly used for my eyes. So I'm going to wet this brush. I've cleaned it off from the gold, and I'm going to wet this brush, and I am going to use that shade and put it on my mobile lid. Okay, I just had a few interruptions, but as you can see, I've just done one eye and I'm now going to do the other. So I'm going to wet the brush and then put that on put this powder on here. Okay, I have to say that this eyeshadow applies beautifully when it's wet and dry, but particularly beautifully when it's wet. Doesn't that just look lovely? Put some more on, because on Diwali more is more when it comes to light, reflecting light. So there we have it. So that's the look. I am going to put a little bit of highlighter, which is here, which she didn't do, but you know I like to highlight under my brows, and I'll put that there, and we're done with the eyeshadow. So with the smudge brush, I'm just going to, oops, dot some of that right up under the brow, just to highlight my brow. And place some of that in here. Of course, you could put the gold, but I think it's a little bit too dark for that. Okay, now next up, I'm going to do some nice liquid black liner, because for an Asian look, you need a nice winged black liner, I think. If you want to know how to do a feline flick, do tune in to the live that I did yesterday. I'll put the link below to that one, and I'll put a little timestamp as well so that you can see how I did that. So I'm going to use this MAC Liquilast 24-hour liner, waterproof liner. This eye has been watering again, which is I'm just going to dab it, and I'll be right back, because otherwise it just won't apply. And I'm going to go quite bold today. Okay, I'm going to make this line a bit thicker. Normally I tend not to do that because of my hooded lids, but I want a nice sultry black line for this look. Right, that's one done. I'll do the other one and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've done that. I'm just going to just tidy up the line a bit, this side, because it's not as thick as the other side, although it does look straighter. And now I've made it less straight. Never mind. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to dot a little bit of that liner underneath, like so. But I am going to take out my Charlotte Tilbury black powder pencil and trace over it to fill in any little gaps that my crepey lids that you get when you get a bit older bring about. Right, sometimes when I'm doing a very kind of Asian look like this, I do black eyeliner in my lower waterline, but I actually don't want to do that today. I'm going to use this bronze by Estee Lauder because I just do think it closes up the eyes a bit, and I love this bronze. I think it's beautiful and it will kind of look like a reflection of what's going on above. I did do my upper waterline with the black Charlotte Tilbury powder liner. Right, so I'm going to curl my lashes and put some mascara on. Again, the details will be below, and I'll be right back. Okay, now the lipstick and the lip liner that come in this set, I'm going to put on, but then I'm going to change it because I actually want a darker lipstick today, and I've got a great idea what would go nicely with this, a more colourful version. But this is beautiful, so let me show you what goes with the set first. So first we have the lip liner in Cork. And then we have the lipstick in Yash. And that is the look, the Diwali look by Mac. And I'm going to take a picture of that, but stay tuned because I am going to change this up for a more vibrant Diwali lipstick. Okay, so what I thought would go really nicely if I wanted to do a darker lipstick, which you know I love my dark lipsticks. What would go really nicely with this palette and this look is Walk of No Shame by Charlotte Tilbury. So I'm going to put that on and see what you think of it, guys. And now I think I'm going to put a little bit of gloss as well over my lips. As I say, Festival of Light, so let's go for sparkle. And what better way to do that than use the Walk of No Shame Jewel Lips over the top. So that is my Diwali look. And stay tuned because I'm going to take a photograph of me wearing some traditional bridal South Indian jewellery. And actually, my dad is from North India originally, or his grandfather was. But it's just so beautiful. I just thought it would go lovely. So stay tuned and you'll see the picture at the end. And I hope you all have a lovely Diwali, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Love you all. Mwah! I got so carried away with doing this look that I forgot to give you my views on this Anchal edit by Mac. I think it's a lovely, lovely edit. Now, the palette is really, really good. I never used to like Mac palettes a lot. They're certainly the ones they made up. A lot of the shadows came out quite powdery, but this is beautifully pigmented, really lovely mixture of colours, and really nice for the autumn, not just for a Diwali look. You can buy the palette on its own all throughout the year. I'm not sure how much longer this particular edit is going to be available, although they've taken some more money off it at the moment. So at the moment it's £40.80 for the entire edit of this look. And I think that's really well worth it. The lipstick really surprised me because I would never have chosen that lipstick, thinking that it would be far too pale for me. But because I saw Anchal wearing it and it actually worked on her, I thought, well, it's worth giving it a try, and nothing to lose because it was part of the edit. And actually it works really well. The only reason I didn't put it on today is because I just wanted a bit more of a colourful look for Diwali. But actually I am going to wear that a lot in the day. It really works well. And it is a beautiful lipstick and lip liner. And I would just highly recommend it. If you can't get the Diwali edit anymore, you're watching this video and it's a couple of months on from Diwali, please do have a look at the palette, because the palette is available throughout the year and I would definitely recommend it. I've got a lot of looks out of this already, this palette, and the lipstick is just perfect. So I would highly recommend this set from Mac.